Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is Talking Crazy 88 back again with another episode for you. Wanted to get at you guys for a minute before I head out to work. It's 5:30 in the morning. I have a long day ahead of me, and I'm not feeling well because my throat is killing me, man. But anyway, wanted to get at you guys of what I was thinking about on the subway the other day about the feminist movement and how men are treated in this country. And I found that a lot of us men, we have no backbone when it comes to these nasty ass females here. Especially, and I'm talking about as American women as in general, but being as a black man and we have to deal with these idiotic black women on a daily basis, I think it's time for us black men to start protecting ourselves against these American women. Because I'm going to tell you right now, there are very few good American women in the dating pool nowadays. All right? Because all you have to do, all you guys you're dealing with is either baby mamas, single mothers, or baby mamas, and bitter old broads. This is what you have to deal with. But I'm telling you right now, but that's not the synopsis of my whole video. I want to give you guys some advice on how to handle some situation. I've never been in this situation where uh, um, shit. I've never been in a situation where an old buckethead bitch tried to put a baby on me. And I've heard too many stories, especially about how guys were paying child support to a child that wasn't theirs. And what's really was so disappointing to me, well, not really disappointing, but heartbreaking for me is that the singer Neo, and I heard the story right on from a brother who has an internet radio show by the name of Tommy Sotomayor, and he did a video about how Neo was paying child support, the singer, who was paying child support to some buckethead bitch for another number of years, and then she finally up and said that it wasn't his child. So they did the paternity test, and it was turned out it wasn't his child. So he said, fuck y'all, I ain't paying no more child support. I ain't paying you no more money. So she took him to court and got child support out of this man in a lump sum, and disappeared with the child off the face of the earth. Just disappeared. Not only that, he had to give this bitch money. Well, he was giving her money before, and then he stopped, and then she had the balls enough to take him to court. I mean, come on, man. See, fellas, if you're not married to the bitch, you always get a DNA test. All right? You go out there and you get a DNA test on that baby as soon as it's born. You don't give that bitch no money. You don't give her a pack of diapers until it is legally declared that it's your baby. You don't even sign the birth certificate. You go out and you get that DNA test. Spend $300. It may be $300, $400, maybe $500, but you go out and get that. You go out and spend the money to get that test. All right? You do what you have to do, because if that bitch takes you to court, you're gonna get screwed. And if you don't have a good lawyer, you're screwed in the family court system, because the family court system is to me is an unconstitutional system where It's the only place where it circumvents the Constitution, and nobody really objects to it. Nobody's fighting against the family court system where they're allowed to put felonies on your a felony charge on you or a felony arrest on you for not paying child support. Isn't that something? You get thrown in jail for not paying a bill. Years ago, I didn't pay my any of my credit card bills. And I should have gone to jail. But I didn't. Because you know why? There's no longer a debtor's prison in this country. That stopped almost 200 years ago. But yet we're going to be men are being thrown in jail, having their life ruined by getting involved in the child support system, the family court system. So, fellas, you have to grow some balls and take the DNA test. Force that bitch to get a DNA test. But even then, you don't give that bitch a dime. Fuck her and that nappy-headed child. Now, if it turns out if it's your child, well, hey, listen, you got to do what you got to do, all right? If you want to be involved in that child's life, cool. If not, hey, I ain't mad at you. I ain't going to call you any names or anything like that. I'm not going to, because no man should be ever forced to be a father, all right? Now, is it wrong? There are consequences to it. And these are consequences that we as the public have to deal with. But if you're genuinely trying to get involved in your child's life, then I would suggest you do it. And this is a good way of doing it. Fuck her feelings. Fuck how she felt. So most of these women are nasty ass bitches anyway. Nasty ass hoes. So come on, man. So if she's gonna be insulted that I remember one time I was with my ex-girlfriend and she had the nerve to be insulted that this man took her to court to find out if one of his child was really his. They took a blood test or a DNA test to find out if that was his child. And she was insulted by it. And I was like, why? Why would you be insulted by it? It is his right. He don't know you. You broke up with him. He left the house. He don't know what you've been doing. Chances are you probably left him while you were pregnant. And that's how most of these black relationships end. It ends when the woman gets pregnant, and that's when the relationship ends. Suddenly, after the baby is born, they don't even like each other anymore. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga bitch. And then you go on their Facebook page, you don't see any pictures of the child's father. All pictures of the mother and child, but nowhere in sight is the father. Makes you wonder. Wait, it makes you wonder. Huh? It's one of those things that make you go, All I'm saying, fella, is grow some balls. Don't sign the birth certificate. Don't give that bitch any money. If you believe that it's not your child, I'm just saying even if you think it is your child, there's nothing wrong with standing up for your rights. You have rights as a man. You have rights as a father or a potential father. You have rights as an individual to question everything that bitch tells you. Like I said before, fuck her feelings. Because let me tell you something. Women in this country, American women, particularly black American women, they don't care about a man's feelings. All right. If they did, there wouldn't be a family court system. So fuck all that shit that they tell you that you ain't no real man for getting the fuck her. She's a bitch anyway. See, I don't mess with American women anymore. I'm done with y'all. Particularly black American women. Fuck y'all. And I got into it with a relative of mine who said that all I want is they're disparaging the women overseas as being prostitutes. Really? Seriously? You're doing the same, you're generalizing, you're doing the same thing that you claim I'm doing for black American women is generalizing. Okay? When I say that 95% of black American women are garbage, is generalizing? I'm giving you credit for 5% that are actually decent women. And those women are taken. Why the fuck would I want a nasty ass hoe or a stupid ass buckethead bitch or these ghettoized women with degrees? Because a lot of these women that claim that they got degrees, they just as ghetto as gutter trash. They're garbage. All right? So fellas, take that paternity test. I know that there was a bill down in Tennessee a few years ago. I think a brother who was a state senator at that time who introduced that bill in the state legislature. And apparently it got shot down by some feminazis who claimed that, what about the rights of the child? Listen, like I said, the child isn't born. The child, okay, fine. They may say the child needs to be taken care of. But some nasty ass bitch to put children on a man, it's not right. I mean, I've heard stories out in California where, I think either in California or Washington State, that even if you move in with a woman that have children, see, this is why I tell fellas, don't mess with these nasty ass single mamas. A lot of them are dirty. A lot of them are garbage. I'm saying like I said before, about 95% of the single mothers out there are garbage. You don't want to take a chance on them. You go up to Washington State and you move in with a woman that has children, and you break up and she throws you out of the house. She has a right to take you to court and get child support on children that aren't even yours, because they said that this is within the best interest of the child to get child support for the man that they know and recognize as the father. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some bullshit? Oh, man. Oh man, brothers, this is particularly the brothers. You got to protect yourself. All right, you need to learn the laws of this country, especially in the family court system. And you need to start getting get your network of attorneys together, man. You need an attorney in this country. That's how the white people do it. They have an attorney. All right, they have an attorney handling their business, their legal affairs. All right? Because listen, black folks, especially black men, we need to grow up and start maturing and grow some balls and learn the system the way that white people know it. All right? Because this is of course, y'all might say this is the white man system. Listen, you have to learn the rules. You have to learn the rules of the game in order for you to play. If you're up here bullshitting, going on YouTube, watching booty shaking videos, all right, watching these nasty ass hoes shaking their ass, or watching these nasty ass bitches on Housewives of Atlanta and simping. Y'all need to stop that simping shit, man. Grow some balls and start protecting yourself and start protecting your assets. I'm not saying that this is war, but this is just the result of 30, 40, maybe 50 years of feminism that broke the family down to rubble. All right? Particularly the black family. Guys, stop simping. Protect yourself. And also, I wanted to do another video, but I might as well do it along with this video. And for all you fellas out there that are about to get married, like I said before, fuck her feelings. All right? If you have any means, if you have any assets, you go out there and get a prenup agreement. All right? You make sure that bitch signs that prenup agreement. Don't just shove a piece of paper in front of her and say, sign here, bitch. No. Here's what you do. You go out, like I said before, you need an attorney to draw up the prenup agreement, and you make sure that bitch has an attorney herself. All right? You list all the property that you want protected in the marriage. That what's hers is hers, is what's yours is yours. If the marriage ends, you leave whatever you got. All right? Whatever you brought into the marriage, you leave within that marriage. And whatever assets that you accumulate together within the marriage, that can be worked out within the prenup agreement. Okay? Okay? But everything should be separate. Whatever you brought into the marriage should be separate. Because I hear too many times, because a lot of these ghetto, gutter trash women who marry these men, who you think that are plumbers or work for the state, work for the federal government, you know, they stay with the nigga for almost 10 years so they can get and divorce him so they can get piece of their Social Security. Can you believe that? When you retire, some bitch is sitting on her ass collecting Social Security on your behalf. Part of your Social Security. Look it up. Y'all niggas need to do your homework. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all doing. Acting like a fucking fool on World Star Nigga Network. When y'all should really be using the internet to be doing some homework and researching. But like I said before, I believe in prenuptial agreements. If I wanted to get married today and a bitch asked me to sign a prenup and I have more than her or have just as much as assets as her, shit, yeah, I'll sign the prenup. Fuck it. But if Oprah wanted to marry me and didn't have a prenup, shit, fuck that. I'll marry that bitch today, man. Fuck her. Oprah is worth billions. And then when she gets tired of me and said, Danny, get the fuck out. Talking crazy, get the fuck out. Best be sure that I will get some of that Oprah money. Okay? $25 million is chicken feed to her. My dignity will be bought back. See, how many times that a man, and believe me, I lost my dignity a couple of times on that nasty ass hole. Okay? Hope that bitch burns in hell. Take a look on that I described in that video, the Birch Messed Me Up video. Or I might change the title of that video, where my life got messed up by a black American woman. So fuck her. She fucked my life up. So, fellas, y'all need to start fucking with these bitches, these feminists who reap the benefits of feminism. Y'all need to start protecting yourself. Fuck her feelings, okay? I don't give a fuck if that's the mother of your child. Fuck her. You need to start protecting yourself from the family court system. Because if you go in there, the family court system naked, without an attorney, without knowing what the fuck you're doing, then you deserve everything you get. But like I said before, you get that prenup agreement and you get that DNA testing. All right? This is Talking Crazy 88, and I am out of here. Get an attorney, motherfuckers. Learn the laws and get an attorney, motherfucker.